heck is going on with America right now? Like, this job market absolutely sucks. Like, I've been out of job for 3 months. Like, 3 long months. And I looked on Indeed and I have applied for 1,000+ jobs and I still can't get a job. I get denied all the time because I'm overqualified. I have 13 years of sales experience. I got declined as a server. Like, what the heck? Like, OnlyFans is looking better and better every single day, and selling feet pics looks better and better every day. Like, come on, America. I just need a job. Someone, TikTok, do your thing, please.
When I was unemployed, I was so insecure about not having a job, but I realized that no one actually cared except for my parents. In the beginning, I kept my unemployment a secret and I had this like whole lie prepared if anyone asked me about it. And then eventually I got comfortable talking about it on here because I realized I went viral every single time I talked about it, lol. But even while I was lying to everyone else, I had told my parents right when it happened, and there was a shift in how they treated me when they found out. I think they were projecting their anxiety about the situation onto me, which obviously put some strain on their relationship, and they also would not acknowledge that TikTok, at least financially, was like kind of holding me over while I was looking for a job. Sorry, it's literally so fucking buggy. Look at the surface of the water. Like, it's just all bugs. But eventually I got more comfortable with it and I started telling some people I was unemployed, and literally no one cared. It would be like, oh, that sucks, and like that was it. But now that I'm employed again, still most people don't care. It's like when you talk to them, half the time like what you do for a living doesn't even come up. But with my parents, suddenly we're like buddy again. And I think a lot of it is they just feel like relief. Like, they're very anxious people. But even now they'll be like, oh, now you have a job and you can make money from TikTok. Like, that's amazing. What a great side hustle. And it's like, I think the reason behind all of that is just because like they care a lot. But I wish they could have gotten out of like the traditional mindset where your job is like the most important thing of your life, like your entire life, because of course it's important, but like it's about balance, you know? And like not having a job doesn't change your identity. You know what I mean?
Welcome to White Castle. To begin ordering, agree to the terms by saying, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's get started. What can I get you?
2 White Castles with everything sauce on it.
I updated your order. Would you like anything else?
That's it.
Want that on a French fry?
No.
Thanks. Your order number is 18. Please pull forward to satisfy your cravings.
I'm literally having like a midlife crisis. Like, all these jobs out here are paying $23, $24, $25 an hour, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but like that's just not enough money. Like, I cannot survive. I cannot live. I have kids. Like, I cannot use $23, $24, $25 an hour and make a living. Okay, like, it's not enough money. It's simply not enough money. It's just not. And it's like, did I go back to school and get a bachelor's degree for what? What did I get a bachelor's degree for? To make $23, $24, $25 an hour? For what?
I just spent the last hour looking up health insurance plans, and I literally have to go to sleep to reset my brain. It just re-stressed me out. Am I surprised living in America? Absolutely not. This is just the first time I've inquired out employment. First of all, the Cobra plan or whatever the company offers if you want to stay covered after separation is absolutely insane. Individual, 900, and that's a month. I'm sorry, I'm unemployed. How can I afford that? One inquiry online. Now my phone is being blown up every 2 seconds from telemarketers. And after taking a call from someone from my current healthcare plan, the cheapest quote is $486 a month. Like, between that, not being able to have any interviews or any jobs, especially with this lawsuit, I just need to take a nap and reset. America is too much for me right now.
Next month will be officially 1 year since I have been unemployed and got laid off from my agency job. I've networked with barely anybody responding back to me. I've interviewed, got to multiple last rounds. Always got the same feedback that they went with somebody with more experience, but I was a great candidate. I've applied to over 1,000 jobs. I've applied to even low-paying jobs. I've applied to internships. I don't know what else to do. I asked questions at the end of the interview. I get to know them. Like, I don't know what else they want from me.
What is all this nonsense that I'm seeing about college degrees not being required by companies going into 2024? Am I the only one seeing those headlines? Like, that is really awful timing. I just graduated in 2021 and spent a lot of money on a degree. I don't understand, like, what was the change? I personally think that the education you get in college is not anything that's super helpful for getting a job unless you're going into like a biology, medical, or engineering degree or field. But otherwise, like, what was the switch? What made them realize all of a sudden, wait a second, we're not requiring that? And I see some people talking about, well, now they're just going to require a master's degree. Might be true. I don't know. I do freelance videos, so I really don't know. But I got a degree for a reason. Now, apparently, that's just obsolete, not required, unnecessary. Seriously?
How come no one's asking to see my high school diploma or my college one? What did I do all that for?
For my college students, is anyone else feeling really discouraged right now? Because I feel like my For You page has just been filled with videos of people saying how useless college degrees are and how bad the job market is. And I mean, they're not wrong. Like, I've taken a look at the entry-level jobs that I could get as a communications major, and there's a lot of jobs that are really, underpaying their workers. Like, tell me how you're going to only pay $18 an hour for a job that requires a degree. And also, why are all these entry-level jobs saying that you need 3 years of experience? Like, bitch, clearly I'm entry-level. There's just so much that's wrong with it. And I'm like, is there even a point in me getting this degree? Honestly, but I'm also already a junior, so I'm too far in it to back out of it. But low-key, I don't know if this is even going to be worth it, but it's whatever. At least my tuition is being covered by my job.
Master's degrees are absolutely useless, and if you're thinking about getting one, don't. College is phasing out, not in, and if you haven't realized that you literally don't learn anything useful in college by your 4th year and you want to do a 5th, you're already in trouble. Employers do not care what you learn in college, and in most cases, if you're doing a master's degree, you're going to look stupid and not smart. Employers really only care about 3 things: the school you went to, your grades, and where you worked last. Once you graduate from college, employers know based on the school you went to and your GPA reasonably about how smart and successful you are. If you do well, you should have the opportunity to work some pretty impressive jobs, and you should do so immediately because that's the only place you're actually going to learn, by doing. And if you instead decide to go for a master's degree, you're going to look really stupid because employers don't value it all. They would rather hire someone with 2 years experience than with an additional degree because that person actually knows how to do the job.
There is no degree that is going to guarantee you a job after college anymore, which is very sad. When I was starting college in 2014, no matter what the degree was, a bachelor's degree was good enough on your resume to help get you in the door at an entry-level position. That is not the case anymore. It doesn't matter what degree you have. Bachelor's degrees are like the new bare minimum. That's like the new high school diploma. It's just required that you have a bachelor's degree. So you're saying that people have to go to school for 4 years, probably get into a ton of student loan debt to do that, just to be able to get an entry-level position that pays like $35,000. That is insane to me. I posted a video saying that I have a sociology degree and a graphic design degree. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I still work retail, making just $1 above minimum wage. Half of the comments were really rude, telling me I'm stupid, but then probably more than half of them were people who are in very similar positions to me that have their similar degrees or even have like better degrees. They have like STEM degrees. They have like nursing. They have like biochemistry, like all of these like more sought after or like better degrees, and they are still having a hard time finding a job. We are spending so much money to go to these schools. These schools are making so much money off of us to give us these degrees. They're not helping us do anything. It's just not fair anymore. It's not fair. We can never get ahead. There's no way for us to like ever get ahead.
Look, I don't know if anybody told y'all this, but nothing is supposed to be handed to you or promised. Bro, just because you went to college does not mean you're entitled to a job. A lot of y'all are incompetent. Would you hire yourself? Would you hire your friend that you went to school with when y'all just drank the whole time? I'm not saying that's what college is about. I'm just saying, really think about things, bro. Like, let's really dissect things. Y'all complain about not being hired, but y'all are unhireable. I'm not one of these old people. I'm Gen Z. I have friends, I have peers that just finished school, and I'm like hearing them complain about not getting jobs, and I'm like, bro, I would not hire you. Like, I wouldn't hire you to change a light bulb. And y'all over here wondering why y'all can't get a job. Bro, y'all are incompetent. Y'all don't have people skills. You can't sit there and just hold a conversation, which is very big. Y'all don't have soft skills. You might have been, you know, taught a certain trade or certain skill when you were in college, but bro, if you can't sit there and just have a simple conversation, if you can't, you know what I'm saying, just not go 5 seconds without pulling your phone out, like, that says a lot about you, bro. I would not hire you. If I was an old head and I was hiring people, I would not hire a lot of y'all. I'll be completely honest, bro. And y'all are lazy as hell.
I'm scared. So at this point, I'm applying anywhere. I think it's been like a week of being unemployed. I can't be bored. I've already gone to the beach. I already went tanning. I already read. I'm almost done finishing a book. I need to be employed and I need money. So I'm about to crash out because I enter this place and this guy's like 70 years old, which, like, all for it. Keep working if you need to. But then the other lady just looks like she only works there. And, like, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't seem like a good environment. But I need a job. And so they were like, yeah, we're hiring. Come back. Blah, blah, blah. Then I went to this other place, Jersey Mike's, and everybody seemed so young and full of life, and I was like, oh, maybe they're hiring. They're not hiring. So it just seems kind of scary where, like, I might get hired, but let's be grateful and let's stay positive, you know?
Major companies, including Bank of America, Dell, they've ditched requiring a college education for workers. That trend only expected to grow.
Nearly half of companies recently surveyed plan to drop bachelor's degrees.
Very fucking interesting. I've made countless of videos asking, is college the biggest scam in America? And this is the epitome of it. One of the main reasons why anyone goes to college is that you can only get access to a high-paying job or a high-paying company with a fucking degree. I would be so demoralized if I just graduated in the past year or two and I start seeing shit like this. Majority of all information and all things that you'll learn in your corporate work career all comes from the job. I couldn't name you half the classes that I took in college, let alone anything that really translated into my work life. A lot of young kids now that are graduating are saying that, wait, why did I go into 6 figures worth of debt? And most of these jobs are paying 50, 60K a year. I could barely afford anything. I can't survive. How am I ever going to pay this back? One of the main reasons, if not the only reasons, big companies like Google, Bank of America, Dell, etc., they're going to do this is they don't have to pay you a high-paying salary. If we're not going to require a degree, why am I giving you 120, 140K? This is easy access. Here's 55,000. I honestly just don't like how the education system, as it pertains to after high school, it's just it's just a disaster. And we're seeing it in real time with companies playing around with salaries. This is crazy.
Guys, one thing I'm starting to realise, as I research the job market more, I'm having more interviews, all of that, is that university degrees, are becoming more and more worthless. Like, listen, so the other day I had a job interview, right? This guy was there also, and he was telling me how he graduated a year ago. He got a first class at a Russell Group uni in a relatively good degree. Relatively good course, sorry. So when I asked him, so why are you applying for this job? Because he has an engineering degree, which is completely unrelated to the job, the sales job that I was applying for. And he said there's literally no flipping jobs, and his degree has basically been zero use. So it just makes me question, why am I here? Why the flip am I sat here, working for hours and hours on this degree that's basically I'm still gonna be unemployed. I genuinely feel like unless you're doing a degree like that's gonna lead you directly to a job such as medicine, healthcare, nursing, midwifery, all of that, there is no point coming to uni because you're gonna be in the same position you are before the degree. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's stressing me out so much finding out how many people are applying for the same jobs as me, but they have full university degrees at Russell Group's first class in like good courses and still fighting for their lives trying to get hired at literally like sales jobs, McDonald's, stuff like this. And it's just insane, right? Because growing up and like in school, they make it sound like you get your degree and you're sorted for life. All you have to do is get your degree, study for your degree, get a first class 2-1 whatever, and you're sorted. That is not the case anymore. I don't know how it used to be. That is not the case anymore, genuinely. If you're considering coming to uni, all I'm saying is, honestly, look at what pathway you're going to go down. And I
could talk about this now because I've gotten past it. But the job market has been trash. And it's been trash every single time I've needed to look for a job. It took me 6 months to find the current job that I'm at. And what's crazy about that, it's not in any of the 2 degrees that I have, and I had no experience prior to what I'm doing now. But what was so frustrating during those 6 months of applying was the fact that I had the degrees, I had the experience, and I was qualified. And these jobs did not want to pay, first and foremost. And second of all, it's like all my credentials didn't matter. Or they were like ghost posting. So like jobs posting that they're hiring, but they're really not. But they just have the posting out there. And overall, it was just really frustrating. Last time I was applying for jobs, it took a little bit longer, but still at least like 6 months before I found anything. And back then I had like no experience. And even still with the experience I have now, 2 degrees, experience in both of the fields, was not able to find a job in those areas, or was not able to get a job in those areas. And honestly, during that time, I had to really figure out a game plan of what I'm going to do to not be put in that situation again. So really focusing on like business ventures and things to bring in money outside of working a 9-to-5. That's never really been what I've wanted to do per se, but having what jobs say that they want and them still not hiring you, or if they want to hire you, not willing to pay more than like 16 or 18 an hour. And y'all know that's not enough. That is not a living in today's economy by any means. But it really just showed me even more so. It just emphasized what I already knew, is to develop something for yourself and make it profitable. But it blows my mind every single time. Like, I got these degrees for what? I have this experience for what? I'm working for a contracting company right now. That's what I'm doing. That was nowhere on my board of expertise, but here I am. You know what? You figure out things and you make it work. But yeah, the job market's trash. Has always been trash, I feel like, since I've gotten out of college, but hopefully things will change in that area. But
So I just graduated from Yale, and I'm having a tough time getting a job. I had decent grades. I had like a 3.4, 3.5, and I've applied to probably 150 places, and I don't know, I'm just not having that much success. I've been trying to figure out ways to like find what jobs like I actually would fit in at. There's a platform called Not Broke. Basically just like it does that. It just tells you like what jobs it thinks you'd like. And so I was just wondering like what people do. How do you figure out what you want to do?
The more that I've got out into the real world and realized that a college degree doesn't get you fucking shit. Like, I've been to a 4-year school. I graduated with communications and economics, and I can't even get a look for a part-time job. Not selected, not selected, not selected. Like, not even an interview, not even a shot to get a chance to interview. Like, I don't even care if you say no to me at that point. But like, what is the point of spending 40 grand if I can't even get an opportunity to get a part-time job that pays minimum wage? Like 40 grand to not be able to get shit. I'm not saying I deserve anything, but like, I just don't fucking get it. I just don't get it. Excuse me for my language, but.
And you know, it's really frustrating applying to entry-level roles, and then you get to the interview and they're like, do you have experience in this, 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 and this? And I don't know what half those fucking words mean, because now we both look dumb. Because why would you pick my resume, and why would you pick me to interview whenever you know there's 100 other applicants that are a better fit for the role? Whenever you saw my resume, you saw I didn't have experience in that, you saw I'm a recent graduate. It's just been really hard out here because these bitches are wasting my motherfucking time, and it's like, why won't you even fucking look at the resume? Anyways, if anybody's hiring, let me know.
Hi, so if you're one of the millions of Americans currently looking for a job and your resume is pretty good, but you're getting absolutely no feedback from Indeed, it's either nothing or rejection emails. I learned recently that because my husband is looking for a job, that they take your resume and they put it into like a score my resume type site, and they don't read it, they don't look at anything that's on your resume, they literally look at what the score is. And we found this out because my husband's been hounded by recruiters, and he found out what website that the recruiters are using. This is it. ResumeWorded.com. His resume right now is at a 63. It was at a 2 before he started using this stuff. I'm not saying this will get you a job. I'm saying that it might help.
Hold on. So I'm today years old that I'm actually just now realizing the simple fact that jobs that hired me or jobs that I've had in the past never asked for my high school diploma. Like, I've never had to bring that in. Yo, look, like, I graduated from high school, gang. Can I work here? Like, nobody ever asked for that shit. So I'm just now realizing, like, we really didn't need that shit. Like, why is that even something that they ask for on an application? If they're not even going to sit there and ask for it, like, ask for your job resume before a high school diploma, and that's facts. That's facts. They'll ask for a job, your job resume, all the jobs you had in the past. They want to know everything you did, you know, if you're, you know, like qualified to work here and all of this other stuff before they ask to see if you graduated high school. That shit is crazy to me. Like, I'm really actually thinking about that shit right now. Like, no job has ever said, yo, gang, let me see your high school diploma so that you can work here. Like, what? These things are asked for your driver's license before your high school diploma. Like,
I slept in till 2:30. It's 3:20. I can't help but feel like a piece of shit. Because I'm still unemployed. I still don't have a job. I'm still not making any money. Surprise! What? But you have 14,000 followers now. Girl, it don't work like that. Let's be so fucking for real. There's a man soliciting in the parking lot and that's pissing me off. I don't know. I just feel... I don't know what is missing in my life. I don't know what is missing in my life. Is it love? Is it true love's first kiss? Because I have everything I need. I have food in my pantry. I have food in the fridge. I have a home. I have my kids. This man's about to piss me off. I'm crying in my car right now. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just pray for me. Pray for me. Send me some well wishes because I'm going through it. Okay? Thanks.
Oh, wow. What a great night's sleep. 1 p.m.? Let's get the day started, baby. Oh, gosh. Last night was crazy. I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching Netflix. I couldn't turn it off.
Oh, gosh. What can I do today?
110. I hit 110. Coming up. On me. Am I unemployed? Well, I mean, no. I mean, I'm just in between jobs right now, but I'll find one. Man, having no responsibilities is great. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. But it's fine. Like, I'll figure it out. I'm not worried. I'm in no rush.
I'm sick of being unemployed. I am sick of being unemployed. There's like days that like, it just hits you. I'm like talking to my boyfriend and this recruiter called me, right? First of all, super unprofessional. Like, we were supposed to have a call 2 days ago. He is like, okay, I'm gonna call you at this time. Never called me, so I reach out to him. I was like, hey, is everything okay? And he's like, sorry, stomach bug, like whatever, right? At 10 p.m., mind you. It doesn't look like a scam company, by the way. Like, my judgment is very, like, good, I think. And he calls me, or he emails me at, like, 10 p.m. Be like, sorry, I'm going to reschedule. I had to reschedule. Call you tomorrow at 2. Next day comes. Doesn't fucking come. Doesn't call me. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is so unprofessional, whatever. But, like, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. So I go about my day, whatever. I'm just like, you know what? It's not meant for me. Like, there's no need to get stressed about it. He calls me today randomly. Without addressing. First of all, he just hops on the call, doesn't tell me that he's calling me. Like, thank God I wasn't doing anything. But we hop on the call and he doesn't say, hey, I'm so sorry, like, I've been, like, you know, letting you hang the past 2 days. Nothing. He's just like, okay, this is just gonna be a straight up call. Like, just ignores the whole process. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, so that's not stressing me out. That's just unprofessional. And I'm the one being recruited and vetted, right? So I don't have, like, I mean, yes, I could judge him, but, like, I'm not in the position to be judging people because I'm looking for a job desperately. Oh, why did I do that? And I'm, like, talking to my boyfriend right now how, like, I'm stressed I am. And it's just, like, it's not it doesn't completely align with me, but I'm so desperate that I'm gonna take the job or the opportunity to be interviewed. And he's just like, oh, this is nothing against my boyfriend, by the way. It just hits you. But like my boyfriend is just like, oh, well, that really won't work for your schedule. Because I'm really looking for something that's hybrid, right? And I'm just like, yeah, but what do you want me to do? I've applied to so many hybrid places, but they haven't called me back. They haven't emailed me back. So like, am I just not supposed to like take this opportunity possibly and just like wait for a hybrid place to just call me back? Anyways, yeah, I've been unemployed for way too long now. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm really lucky that my boyfriend can support me and like we're fine, but like it's really not fun. And for the people who are just like, I don't know, guys, I don't know.
I have never been asked for my degrees or my diploma ever, and I didn't really think that was a thing. But I do want to mention that my husband did work for one of those big tech companies before, and he in fact needed to show all of it. He even had to drive home to his mom's house to pick up his high school diploma because we didn't have it here. And then he had to show that and also his bachelor's degree. So sometimes they do ask. I've never been asked for it, but I guess now that's a thing somewhere.